There you go. Nice one. Yeah. Good job. He's not bad, is he?
That's the one you missed, ain't it?
That might have been the one I missed.
Oh.
All righty.
Take a picture.
Hey.
Oh, his mouth's bleeding.
He'll be all right. He wasn't hooked bad, but anyway, I'd say it's about a 9 or 10 inch smallmouth.
Go get your daddy and mommy.
All right, buddy. Let's let you go. He's gone, ain't he? You get one? Heck yeah. Looks like Nicole's got her another smallmouth.
You don't want to try out your bait somewhere out in the shallow areas, a little bit different bait?
Whoop, slipped out of my hands. Another little smallmouth.
Right there. See him?
Yeah. No. Get you another one?
I caught your baby.
You catch. You're catching all the ones I missed, ain't you?
That's too funny. Okay.
Man, this guy is a monster.
Oh my God, it's so big.
He is a monster fish.
Oh, he's so
Man, he's a little baby. Go home, little fella. Yeah. Come back and hit it. He come back and hit it. Yeah. All right, first catch for me. I'll take him. Little smallmouth. Hey, what's up, people? You're fishing with Frank here today. It's Wednesday, August the 4th. It's going on about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. My wife's already caught 3 smallmouth. That was my first smallmouth, and we caught him on the Nikko hellgrammite. It's a brand new lure I'm tried out. I've caught 4 on it at Rock House Lake just yesterday, 4 largemouth. So this is the first time I'm getting to try it out in the river. And of course, my wife's using that Rebel silver minnow. But anyway, today, not only you fishing with Frank here, you are river fishing with Frank here in the Big Cold River. It's a river that I've never fished. It's a river that I've wanted to fish. I fished the Little Cold, I fished the Guyandot, the Spruce River, and today we're on the Big Cold River. So we're in the Racine area. We're still in Boone County for those of you that are familiar with this area. It's got some nice places in it here, you can see. You got some grass here, you got a little bit of rock, you got some cover along the bank, and we're in a pretty good hole right here. I caught that fish just right over there. But anyway, we're on Route 3 here in Boone County in Racine. So glad you guys could join us on this trip. Hopefully this is a pretty good experience. The Big Cold is a river that I've wanted to fish, so we're going to see what kind of fish is in here. And again, I'm probably going to be sticking with my Nikko hellgrammite for now, and we're just going to see what happens. Again, for those of you that don't know or never heard maybe the Nikko hellgrammite, I haven't heard of it either here too recently. But anyway, it's a 3-inch. The color I'm using is a black. They call it an obsidian, so it's kind of a shiny, glossier black. But these things are durable. You can see here, man, you can stretch them. They are scented, they float. I'm using a 1/10 ounce jig head. I was running this weedless, but I had several to get off, so I just tore or just broke the weedless barbs off of it and just running it straight through. So again, it's a 3-inch Nikko hellgrammite. I've had several hits on it already, so hopefully that continues. We'll see if we can't just catch another one up here where I caught that last one. Look here. Look here. Another one. So I'm definitely hooking up with them now. I'll probably never run that weedless again, but I guess you do learn. That's a pretty smallmouth here on the big coal. Probably 8 or 9 inches long. So when you've had about 3 or 4 to get off, you try something different, which I did. Not running it weedless anymore, and I've hooked and landed the last 2. So I must be doing something right. People, you can probably Texas rig these if you want. I'm not for now. I'm just trying something different. Like I said, I just got them, so I'm still experimenting with them. And I'm getting tore up here already. This looks like a nice spot here, and we're just actually getting started in it here. So hopefully there's a few more fish in there. Oh yeah. We got another one. We got another one. All right, man. We're having some fun today. Good start again. People, I'm using a pretty steady retrieve on this. I'm just twitching it. Just kind of using that natural hellgrammite movement. And so far, they're tearing this up. Hopefully there's some big bass here in the big coal that want to play today. Right there might be one. All right. Yes. Nice. Well, as I was saying, people, that is a nice chunky 14-inch smallmouth. We got him right over there at that grass. But that is what I was just talking about, and that's what we're after today. We're going to let this feller go. Get one last look at him here. Beautiful fish. There you go. Good Lord. Another one. Yeah. Another one. Another nice smallmouth. I don't think he's as big as the other one. But, all right, people. Another 12-inch smallmouth. Basically the same place I caught the other one. Man, he's pretty. He is pretty. Man, these fish are fighting, buddy. They're tearing this hellgrammite all to pieces. We're going to let him go, though. This has been fun so far. It's about 1:30 in the afternoon. I wish I could have got a little earlier start today, but it didn't work out. But anyway, pretty thankful to just be back in the water here in a different spot. Bringing you guys to a different location here. A totally different river. Now this river, a little bit bigger than the Little Coal. It looks like it's a lot deeper. Hopefully it holds a little bigger fish, you would think, but so far we've started our day pretty good. Nicole's caught 3 or 4. I've caught 3 or 4. A couple nice sized ones. Looks like we're in a pretty good hole right here, but you can see all up through there, man. We're just getting started, so I'm hoping this streak continues and we can catch a few more nice big bass here on the big coal. Yeah. He come back and hit it, man. They can't resist this hellgrammite, people. They can't resist this hellgrammite. I'm telling you. Right here, another nice smallmouth as we're easing up the river. Not bad. You got one this time.
Oh, I think I got a minute. Here's plate. Look.
Oh, you're all right.
Oh, poor thing.
Yeah, we'll get him.
Is he gonna be okay?
Yeah.
Oh, I feel like I'm in a hospital watching surgery.
Do one thing at a time here.
Yeah, no doubt. Oh my gosh, poor fellas. Don't rip his little guts out.
Pretty little smallmouth here my wife caught. She caught him on the silver Rapala, silver and black that I normally use, 3-inch. Hopefully that'll entice a little bigger fish. That wasn't the biggest, but we'll take it. That's her first one on that lure.
Yeah, it is.
I actually slayed him on that very same lure over in the Guyandot the other day. I said, put this on, I guarantee you'll catch one. Sure enough, she did. That's her first one on that. Look here. All right, man. He's a feisty little feller. All right, man. Another smallmouth. We're having fun today, people, here on the Big Cold River. There, we had one. All right. Well, there you go. Let's get him off her.
You're not crazy. I can't.
All right, we got him. That makes number 2 on the old Rapala. All right, people. Wife caught another little smallie here. There he goes. All right, you landed him. There you go. You're all right. Oh, no, you body slammed him. There you go. There he goes. He's all right.
Well, I used my first fish I got off.
There you go, man. Great job. All right, folks, it is about 2:30 in the afternoon. I'd say it's probably been a half hour since I landed one. We're starting in here to this big curve. You can see how far we fished. My wife's just behind me here. She just landed one there probably 10 minutes ago. But anyways, it's been about 30 minutes since I've landed one. But it looks like we're getting ready to get into a pretty nice spot here, a big old bend in the river. A lot of boulders and rocks on this other side, the deeper side. So we're just trying to wait out here and reach those spots. I know they're in here. See if we can't bring them out. There they go. Hopefully we can pick up. We're almost up here at the bridge. We're up here almost at the Indian Creek Bridge here in Racine. We're parked on just on the other side, so hopefully we can finish up strong here. If not, we've had a pretty good day. We've caught quite a few fish. We've fished about probably going on 3 hours now, so hopefully we can catch at least 1 or 2 more before we call it a day. Maybe I'll just try to throw it in these deeper areas, just give it maybe a little longer time to sink. See if that makes a difference. It didn't there, it got me hung up. Bull crap. Hung up on the bottom. Alright folks, it's about 5 minutes after 3. We're almost up here to the truck. You can see the bridge right up there. We're parked up just on the other side of it there, right off the main road. That was my last hellgrammite. Actually, I got plenty of the hellgrammites. I just don't have the right jig heads. I didn't bring any extra, so sometimes there's just no magic way to do it. Sometimes you're better to let it sink. Except when you do what I just done, you let it sink and get hung up. It's just unfortunate, but it happens to the best of us. And sometimes you get frustrated, but life goes on. Anyway, I would continue to fish with that. I just don't have the proper jig head for it, so for now I'm just throwing this chartreuse Rapala on. I've done pretty good on it. We'll finish up with it. Hopefully we catch some more. Oh man, got a little baby one here. Well people, we had one on the chartreuse Rapala here. He was just a little fella, but looks like a nice place. These are the type of places that me and Nicole do really well at, where you've got some pretty good current flow. She's up above me just a bit, so I'm going to try to make a few casts in this area right here using my Rapala. Again, we hooked that little one. That's the first one in probably an hour for me. But I'm definitely a true believer in that Nikko hellgrammite. I'm just going to have to give me some more jig heads. I've lost a couple bodies, unfortunately, due to getting hung up. But anyway, you kind of got to play around with that weight. I would recommend anywhere from probably a 1/10 ounce to probably up to 1/16 ounce jig head. So I'm just starting to use them. We caught some on them today, and I'm sure I'll catch a few more before it's over with. Oh shit, another snake, man. Another snake here I about stepped on. Yes sir, people. That's why you should watch where you're walking there. There he goes. Woo! This is a little scary. He's a little bit bigger. He was a little bit bigger than that last one. We're probably gonna get out right up here, people. Got a big deep hole up here. While I was here, I just wanted to go up here to see if it's a place maybe we could night fish, or just come back and kick back on the bank and relax and maybe fish one evening. So hopefully there's a path leading out of here. Our truck's probably up here somewhere in a big wide spot, but if there's a few holes before I get up here, we'll sling this crawdad a few more times. Wasn't too bad of a day. I'm pretty happy. Caught two pretty good sized smallmouth. Had a ton of hits. The water's pretty clear today. I'm hoping this is a place. I like getting out trying to find new spots to fish in, especially off the bank, because there's not that many. Try to stay off people's property and so forth, but we're always looking for a good place to kick back on the bank and do a little bank fishing. I've got a couple catfish rod holders for bank fishing, so we've got them ordered. Hopefully they'll come in, because I definitely need a good rod holder for those catfish if I'm using those circle hooks. So can't wait till those get in, because we're going to do a little bit of fishing off the bank for some catfish. But I definitely got to have the right setup. Nicole's just coming up behind me. Again, we're just on the other side of the Indian Creek Bridge here in Racine, trying a new spot out. Always trying something different, trying to take you guys to new and different places. Telling you people, this is one deep hole here. I guess you guys can see this, but this looks like one heck of a place to set up a night fish. Looks like somebody's already been out here. We're probably on someone's property, but we're gonna get out. We're gonna call it a day. Looks like a real good place to set up and fish off a bank.
Grab this. Oh, I ain't fucking hell. What did you do? We both did something that way.
And there you are.
What a day, huh?
Another adventure. All right, people, it's a little bit after 4 o'clock. We'll have to stop here at Kroger's. My wife had to run in for just a second, but anyway, we're wrapping it up here. It's a little bit after 4. We fished about 4 hours today. We got in around noon. Not the best time to be fishing. I would rather probably have started fishing earlier in the day or perhaps later in the evening. But anyway, having said that, wasn't too bad of a day. We landed some pretty nice fish, including that one 14-inch smallmouth. I think we caught one 12, maybe 13 inches as well. My wife caught quite a few. I caught quite a few. Got kind of frustrating there toward the end when I lost my jig head. I lost a couple hellgrammite bodies. But anyway, that's going to happen. If you do it enough, that kind of thing's going to happen. So it is frustrating. Next time I'll be better prepared. I'll have more jig heads. I'll have everything that I need. But having said that, it wasn't a bad day considering our trip fishing, you know, starting at about noon, which is probably the worst time to fish. We caught some quality fish today, and we fished a water that we've never fished before. We like bringing you guys along for the trip, seeing it from our perspective, trying new waters, different scenery, different places. We don't like necessarily fishing the same places all the time. We may fish the same rivers, but we'll fish different sections of it, just like we do on the Little Coal and the Spruce River. The Big Coal is a river that we've never fished, and we really didn't have a plan. We find a body of water that we like that looks like be a good place to fish. Nothing too deep, because when we get into the deeper water, we just can't fish it. I mean, we just got hip waders. You have to try to get around the bank, battle the black mud, the snakes, and in fact, we come across a couple snakes today. But anyway, you're into black mud. You got a lot of brush. You got briars. And you got that slick black mud at the edge of these banks, so it's not really an effective way for us to get out and catch fish. Again, we like the swifter moving current, the rocks, the deeper pockets here and there. If you guys seen there toward the end of the video, when we finished up just right before the Indian Creek Bridge area, you got the big long bend in the river. It's real deep on that one side. It looks real good. There are some rocks, and you would think you would catch some fish, but we just don't really do good in those type of areas. I mean, we caught a couple, I think, there toward the end, had a few get off, but we do better in the more shallow water with a little bit more current flow. As you can see today, where we landed that 14-inch bass and the 13-inch bass, that was just a beautiful hole. We had some current flow, but anyway, it wasn't a bad day, you know, to be fishing in the middle of the day. I'm glad we got to bring you along and see it from our perspective, at least bring you a new location, a different part of the river. We'll try to do it again. I'm not sure where we'll go on our next trip, but we'll bring you along for the ride. Hopefully you guys enjoy this kind of thing. You're not always going to slay them. You're not always going to have your best day. There'll be, you know, times to where the fishing's slow, you're not getting bites. I probably went, you know, a couple stretches there not catching anything in 30 minutes, probably an hour I didn't catch anything. But probably the most frustrating thing was losing my jig heads and not being able to fish with the Nikko hellgrammite. I am sold on that product, and one of the great things about it is the durability. I got a ton of hits on it today. I caught quite a few fish. I didn't get the count, but it doesn't bother the plastic whatsoever. So you can catch a number of fish. Who knows? I'll probably use it on my next trip. So again, I'm sold on that Nikko hellgrammite. The best thing is that I have found, I was using a 1/10 ounce jig head on that today. If you use probably from a 1/10 ounce up probably to a 1/16 ounce, in my opinion, would probably work the best in the type of water that I'm fishing in. Kind of keeps it up off the bottom. If you've seen there on the video, I let that one sink. I was just trying something different in those deeper waters, you know, just trying to maybe let it sink a little bit more. And when I done that, I got hung up. So you got to take the good with the bad. It's going to happen. If you do it long enough, it's going to happen to the best of us. But all in all, it wasn't a bad day. We'll do it again. I'm not sure where we're going to fish next. We're looking at a place here in the Little Cove right in here in the town of Madison, just a different stretch of water. So if we do that, we'll bring you along for the trip. Hope you guys enjoyed this. We'll do it again. And until next time, thank you guys for watching.